Now, it's not every day that you can have a tombstone right in your own backyard, and a famous one at that.
Well, it's not actually a tombstone, but it's a monument to our 20th president, James A. Garfield, who died on this spot in the Elberon section of Long Branch in 1881.
The president was shot in Washington by an assassin, and they didn't expect him to live very long.
They started to conduct experiments to try to locate the bullet in Washington, and Alexander Graham Bell brought over a new invention. It was a primitive version of a metal detector, and they kind of were looking for the bullet.
They were like scrounging around and then trying to find the bullet, and they didn't find the bullet.
Well, they did find a bed spring, though, sort of that Garfield was lying on, so they started to poke around trying to get that out, and ended up perforating Garfield's liver, and they sent him up here to Long Branch to recuperate. He had a cottage right here at the time, and it's now gone. But he only lasted about 12 days here. He continued to get sick, and they thought the bullet had pierced his intestines, so they wouldn't give him any hard food to eat. So he just kind of withered away for about 12 days and then died on this spot.
So you're saying maybe Alexander Graham Bell might have put Garfield to a
I'm
early demise?
not making any accusations, but there's a good case for that.
Garfield was considered such an important president that they built their own rail line to come right to his house.
And there's still a little bit of that rail line that exists today, although not in its original form. It's a curiosity that'd be a good end to this story. Let's go see. This is Seven Presidents Church in Long Branch.
And here is Garfield's tea house. It was actually built from the railroad ties that led right up to his cottage.
When they dismantled the spur that led from the main line of the railroad out to the cottage of Garfield, they had these railroad ties left over. And a man named Oliver Byron took them, and he built this tea house with them. Not only that, you can see that the main beam across the roof once you go inside is actually a part of the rail line. So it's an odd little curiosity that exists here in Long Branch that the Historical Society is trying to save.
Okay, let's see what other weirdness we can find around here.